Welcome back to Dave's Money Logic. Today, we're taking a sledgehammer to the biggest financial lie your parents probably told you. You know the one, renting is just throwing money away. Why pay your landlord's mortgage when you could be building equity? It sounds so simple. It sounds so obvious.
But what if I told you that in 2026, for many people watching this, buying a house is actually the faster way to go broke? The math has changed. The market is weird. And today, we're going to prove why renting might actually be the smartest financial move you ever make. Let's do the logic. First, let's acknowledge why we want to buy. It's emotional. It's the American dream, stability, no landlord telling you can't have a dog. It feels like making it. When you sign those papers, you feel like an adult. And renting feels temporary, like you're just crashing in someone else's life. I get it. I want that stability too. But emotions are terrible financial advisors. Emotions make you buy a boat you use twice a year. We need to look at the cold, hard, boring numbers. Let's debunk the main argument. Rent is an unrecoverable cost. It's gone forever. True, you don't get rent back. But here's the reality check that homeowners hate to admit. When you buy a house, you are also throwing vast amounts of money away every single month. We call these phantom costs, money that builds zero equity. Phantom cost number 1, mortgage interest. In the first few years of a 30-year mortgage, especially with rates around 7%, almost 80% of your monthly check goes straight to the bank's profit, not paying down your debt. You're renting money. That interest is just as thrown away as rent. Phantom cost number 2, property taxes. Depending on where you live, looking at you, Texas and New Jersey, this can be thousands a month, gone forever. Phantom cost number 3, insurance and HOA fees, more money that buys you zero equity. And finally, the big one, maintenance. When you rent, if the roof leaks, it's an annoyance. You call the landlord. When you own, if the roof leaks, it's a $15,000 emergency that ruins your year. It's estimated you should save 1 to 2% of your home's value every year just for repairs. So, here's the golden rule. Rent is the maximum you will pay in a month. Your mortgage payment is the minimum you will pay in a month. Now, this is where the math gets really interesting. The concept of opportunity cost. Buying a house requires a massive pile of cash up front. Down payment, closing costs, it's huge. Let's say you need $100,000 to buy a decent starter home in a medium-sized city today. When you buy the house, that $100K is locked up in drywall and dirt. It's not earning interest. But what if the renter takes that same $100K and puts it into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund? Historically, the stock market returns about 10% per year on average. Real estate averages closer to 4 to 5% nationally. Over 30 years, the renter's invested cash might actually grow faster than the homeowner's equity. Renting buys you patience. It lets your capital work for you instead of being trapped in your walls. Of course, personal finance is personal. It depends heavily on where you live. We need to look at the price-to-rent ratio. If the ratio is over 20, it's usually much better to rent. If it's under 15, buying might make sense. Let's look at San Francisco versus Cleveland. The math is completely different. So, is renting throwing money away? Absolutely not. Renting is purchasing a service. You are paying for a roof over your head, flexibility, and freedom from surprise bills. Buying is not an investment. It's a forced savings account attached to a very expensive liability. Don't rush into it because of FOMO. Do the math. Thanks for watching Dave's Money Logic. If this saved you from a bad mortgage, smash that like button.